AI is the ability to process information and data in order to perceive, to see, to learn, to speak, to understand, to reason, to decide, and to act. In fact, there are too many aspects of AI. The first one, when we speak about AIC, it's the field of vision and computer vision. When we speak about AI who are able to understand, it is the field of situation awareness and situation understanding. If AI is able to communicate, it's the field of human-AI dialogue. And then if AI is able to reason, to understand, to process information in order to decide, it's the field of knowledge-based AI, which is known also as symbolic AI. To resume, AI is a branch of computer science which encompasses a lot of disciplinary, such as mathematics with probability and game theory, such as linguistics in order to support natural language processing, such as cybernetic in order to encompass information theory, economics with decision theory, and neuroscience with neural network for mimic the human brain.
This is amazing. I mean, it's a broad topic, but today you wanted to focus on two phases of AI. So what are the two aspects you want to focus on?
Okay. The first one, there are two main approaches in AI. The first one, which is the most popular today, is data-driven AI, which embed machine learning and deep learning. The second one is what we call the data model-driven AI, which is also known as symbolic AI or GOFAI, where GOFAI stands for good old-fashioned AI. With data model AI, we can learn on data or on information without any a priori model or a priori knowledge. And we learn through correlation between output and input. Some examples of such techniques are fraud detection in the banking sectors, are Google translation, machine translation, are in medical, it could be a diagnostic for medical imaging or diagnostic for also predictive maintenance. It could be also, as you have seen before, abnormal behavior detection on video analytics. Or for Thales, it could be also automatic detection and recognition for target in the defense area. On the other side of AI, there are model-based AI, which are mostly focusing on problem solving and decision making. This kind of technology could be applied for portfolio management in the banking sectors,
finance industry.
There are also applications for AI planning in robotics, for decision support, for product pricing in marketing.
Well, Juliette, are model-based AI approaches still relevant after the recent successes of data-driven AIs that we've seen? I mean, such as deep learning.
As you see and as you heard, the most approach today are machine learning and mostly deep learning. But the first drawback of that topic is that they need a lot of data to model and to capture a model. That is the first drawback. The second drawback is that most of these approaches are black boxes, which can be a showstopper for critical systems. And the first drawback is that data-driven AI cannot perform problem solving, planning, or decision making. It is why such techniques, such old-fashioned AI techniques, are still relevant today.
All right. So, well, everybody has an opinion on AI, and where do you see this, this industry heading in the future? What are the main challenges?
The main challenge is to combine these two phases of AI. First, in order to address the current challenge such as robustness, such as explainable AI in order to open the black box, or to go to trustable AI. In fact, by hybridizing these two phases of AI, we will pave the way for trustable AI in order to embed some AI components in critical systems such as Thales develop.
And this is very exciting, Juliette. Thank you for sharing that with us. Thank you very much.